Welcome to the video everyone. I hope you're not drowning in your own ball sweat like I am today, although the moistness does actually help. Today I'd like to discuss something unbelievable, and no, I don't mean how I haven't hit 1 million subscribers yet. Subscribe. I'm talking about how there are actually people in this world hating on Dying Light 2. Now, I'm all for criticising, which is what I'm going to be doing here, but you have to give a game credit where credit is due. Unfortunately, I have seen videos and comments in these videos out there treating the game so bad even a $2 hoe gets more love. For anyone that knows this channel, you know how much I love Dying Light, and I'm hyped for the second game, due to be released on the 7th of December 2021. However, no matter how much I love it, I have no problem in criticising it and pointing out its flaws. But this situation is a little complicated, as this game is at least 4 to maybe even 5 years old at this point, and it's been through a lot of changes on the way. Then of course a certain world event happened, and next gen consoles released. The fact that this game is going to be released at all is like the rose that grew up from the concrete, and yes, that was a Tupac quote. So remember back in 2018, before the world went full retard on us, we got our first look at Dying Light 2, and of course, you can find that on the YouTube still. It showed the parkour and the melee fighting system. Now, I personally thought it looked great, but years later people are complaining, or maybe confused or concerned, it looks a little rigid and janky. Well hey, I can't blame them for thinking this, but for a game that's older than my son, I feel like it's a rather harsh criticism, to be honest. Although one thing I will 100% agree on is the fact that I don't like the idea of time slowing down during a fight and certain melee animations. Some people think this is the right direction to go, but hey, it's okay, we can't all be right. The fighting looks awesome and looks a lot better than the first game. I can't wait to fist my enemies. One complaint really caught me by surprise though. Someone actually said the climbing looks slower than the first game, and the animation needs to be smoother. Why do I have a funny feeling that this person was watching a video on the Dying Light footage thinking it was Dying Light 2 and just getting things confused? The parkour animations have improved so much. At first I didn't think it was even a Dying Light game. It's much smoother, fluid almost, and has many more animations. The whole point in parkour is that you are limited, and in such a dangerous situation makes the game fun. It won't be so fun if you pull a jetpack out of your ass and hover over all the danger now, would it? Another thing was no guns. Now I would love to see guns in Dying Light 2, even if they might be a little overpowered, it's always fun to use them. But I have to add, I've not actually heard any confirmation that there won't be any guns in the game. If you know otherwise, please let me know in the comments below. The wall running is a new feature coming to Moist Turnip 2, and personally I think it looks fine. I read some comments with people stating it looks unrealistic. Well, so does a metal sword with a mini flamethrower attached, but you ain't complaining about that now, are you? Aiden has enhanced parkour as he is infected to a degree, hence the crazy wall running and jumping. The most crazy thing I heard was comparing Dying Light 2 to Cyberpunk. I mean, talk about an IQ of a turnip. How can you compare it when it's not even been released yet? Also, Techland has had a lot more time to work on this game. The game isn't complicated like Cyberpunk, and it's not the first time that Techland have actually made a game of this type, of course. So to compare the two is just going full retard as far as I'm concerned. I feel people are nitpicking at silly things at this point, most which can be solved in small updates anyway. As long as the game is fun and it gets gamers moist, then I'm a happy camper. This is hyped up to be one of the best games in 2021, and I can see why. Let me know what you think of DL2 in the comments below, and remember to keep it